Some people say that there's a woman. Y'all didn't need to see that or hear it. And just like that, it's Tuesday. Music Tuesday. I wouldn't really call that music. But I call these headlines, so here we go. New trailer for Disney's Jungle Cruise has strong Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. Yeah, what he said. Moving along. Popeyes quietly launches a blackened chicken sandwich as the sandwich wars continue. Ooh. Looks good, but sandwich wars, huh? That's funny. That actually would be kind of a funny TV show, sandwich wars, you know, but not where people are like battling to make the best sandwich, but actually battling with sandwiches. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. Sea snot. Yeah. Is clogging up Turkey's coast, suffocating marine life, and devastating fisheries. Yeah. Yes, and it's really, really disgusting. I'd rather not look at that. That's gross. Just let's call it something else. It doesn't have to be called sea snot. How about just ugly foam? I don't know. All right, guys, so it is Tuesday. It is the official start of the week because yesterday was a holiday. And all we talked about was Memorial Day stuff, which was good, but now we're gonna focus on the week. So what's our theme this week? Our theme this week is summertime day tripping. Yes, day trips in the summertime. Vacations are good, but day trips can sometimes be really good, far less expensive. And hey, what does this have to do with vocational training and everything that we do here? Well, sometimes we gotta mix it up a little bit, do things a little bit different. When you're going on a day trip, there's still many things that have to be done that require responsibility, requires hard work, requires teamwork, requires all kinds of stuff that go into daily life and your jobs actually. So we thought we'd mix it up a little bit and do some summer day tripping. So where might you go? That's a good starting point. Where would I go? You gotta plan. You gotta figure out, okay, what day am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? How am I gonna get there? What's it gonna cost? Do I need to take some stuff with me? Lots of planning that has to go into this. Am I going with some friends? Am I going with some family? Do we need to coordinate as a team how we're gonna get there, how we're gonna eat, all this kind of stuff. So the other part too is personally getting out and doing things is very important. So you work all week long or you work several days in a row, you gotta get out and explore a little bit. This is good for the mind, good for the soul, good for you to come back to work on a weekend, after a weekend of getting out or a couple days of getting out. Be refreshed, have some new experiences in your brain that helps you focus and do better in your jobs moving forward. Sometimes full-blown vacations, week-long vacation, multi-day vacations can get very expensive and be much harder to coordinate. Day trips you can do every weekend for the most part. They don't have to be a long ways away. In fact, an hour or two drive is roughly about it. And if you live in the Central Valley, which most of us do, you can get some really cool places within about 2 hours. I mean, Tahoe, 2.5 hours, Lake Tahoe, 2.5 hours. There's many things between here and Lake Tahoe. If you want to go out to the coast, about 2.5 hours roughly. You want to go to the San Francisco, it's 2.5 hours within that easy actually. So there's many things you can do within this little bubble of about an hour to 2 hour drive. So day tripping. We're going to explore that all week long and have fun with some of those attributes. So think about, man, I never thought about going on a day trip. Where might I want to go? Starting point number one, then you work around that part. All right, we're gonna move right along. Woo! How did I even miss this part? One of the funnest parts about going on day trips or road trips in general is what? The musical playlist you put together. Yeah, your playlist, the music you listen to while you're driving. Oh, sometimes that's the best part. Now, you can mix it up a little bit. I listen to a lot of good music while I'm driving, depending upon the length of the drive, but I also listen to some podcasts. Not always very musical, but there's music podcasts too that tell musical stories or the history of bands or different things like that. So lots of things music related that you can do while you're traveling, so that hour and a half, hour to 2 hour drive can go by very quickly by picking out some great songs that you want to listen to, turning on a great radio station, or listening to a podcast that has to do with music. Good stuff. So I want you to think about where you might want to go. Let's start with that. Put some down in the comments. Where do you want to go if you're going on a day trip? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? I want to go to San Francisco and I want to see Pier 39. Or I want to go to San Francisco and I want to see the ballpark for the Giants. Or I want to go to Lake Tahoe. Or I want to go to Angels Camp and I want to watch the frog jumping competition. It already passed, but... Or I want to go to Columbia, up east of Angels Camp. Old mining town. Lots of cool stuff around. There's ghost towns around here, for crying out loud. You can go to ghost towns and see old buildings and stuff, and people say they're haunted, you know, who knows? There's lots of cool stuff to see, so don't be afraid to get out and try some new things. So, down in the comments, where do you want to go? Huh? What would you like to see? Let's talk about it. Maybe someone's been there and has some cool tips and encourage you to go more, all right? So now, let's go, not back in the past, let's go see what the National Day is.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, June, and I've made it back home safe. It was crazy out there on vacation, but people were enjoying themselves. Way enjoying themselves. I hope you enjoyed my little bit of snippet there on Bourbon Street. But here we are. We're back in another month. Can you believe it? 5 months down now. We are on June 1st, Tuesday, June 1st. Yes, indeed. And it's Tuesday. It's kind of the who day, but it sounds like a fun day to me. But I'm in the office, and I probably can't do this. And I know I can't do this. But today's National Day is National Go Barefoot Day. Yes, go barefoot. My favorite thing to do is wear these guys, but I don't even have to wear these. Chuck up to the wind. It's National Go Barefoot Day. Make sure you are ready for National Barefoot Day. You know, nobody wants to see ingrown toenails or ugly painted toenails or half painted toenails or, the worst of all, those scaly looking heels. So everybody take care of their feet, you know? They take care of you, right? You have to take care of your feet. And in order to do that, you gotta drink lots of water. You gotta make sure you wash them, trim your nails. So when you go out on National Barefoot Day, you don't embarrass yourself. So everybody have a great day today, and, you know, kick these to the side and go all natural on the feet on National Barefoot Day.
All right, so if you go to the beach for your day trip, barefoot is a great way to do it. Well, when you're on the beach. Very wary about barefoot on sidewalks and things like that. Once you get to the beach, you're in better shape. But barefoot day, hey man, do it. Just be careful, because nothing worse than slivers, glass, you know, things like that getting in your foot. So just be mindful of where you're walking barefoot. All right, now, you can look back in the past, many day tripping things back in the past.
Happy Tuesday. Some people call it Taco Tuesday. I call it Tuesday, the day between Monday and Wednesday. Wednesday is the exciting day on the downslope. Monday's the annoying day none of us ever want to get to, right? And then, unfortunately, Tuesday comes. But here we are. It's June 1st. I'm excited to be here. And I'd like to go back in the bearded past. What's that? So on this day, 1862, during the American Civil War, the Peninsular Campaign began. Now, the Peninsular Campaign was McClellan's operation that he launched in southeastern Virginia from March through July 1862. It was the first large-scale offensive in the Eastern Theater, all right? Some of the battles the first battle that was fought of this Peninsula Campaign was the Battle of Seven Pines, also known as the Battle of Fair Oaks or Fair Oaks Station. It took place on May 31st and June 1st in Henrico County, Virginia, as part of the Peninsula Campaign of the American Civil War. It was the culmination of an offensive up the Virginia Peninsula by Union Major General McClellan, who at the time was fighting General Johnston. And I know like some of these names you guys have heard in some of these other episodes of Back to the Past. Johnston actually, after the Peninsula Campaign, he had received a wound which opened up the leadership for the Army of Virginia to Robert E. Lee. Also on this date, in World War in 1919, Prohibition comes into force in Finland. I didn't know that. That's kind of a neat little fact there. And last but not least, we have World War II, 1941 on this date. The Battle of Crete ends as Crete capitulates to Germany. The Germans had an airborne invasion. They slammed down on the airborne. They took the airfields and eventually took the island of Crete, which was a major part of stopping British sailing in and shipping in the Mediterranean Sea. All right, guys, thanks a lot for everything today. Have a great day, man. Bye.
Very cool, very cool, very cool. Always love the past stuff. History stuff is good. And I'll bet you a lot of those things in history, people in history and stuff, they did their day trips. They took their little mini vacations and that's how people grow and evolve and do things. So, hey, good stuff. Always back in the past. Now it's time. We didn't have one last week and that's okay. We're not going to have them every week, but it is now time to pick that playlist. Name this song.
Hey, it's Music Tuesday. Can you name the song?
That can be a song on your playlist if you figure out what it is and then put it on your playlist for your day trip. All right, now let's check out what Ray's got for us today on this beautiful Music Tuesday, warm Music Tuesday.
Hey everybody, happy Music Tuesday. Ray here, back again with another feature artist. This time another great friend of mine who I used to play with and still play with whenever he calls me. I've seen much of the United States traveling around in a van with this guy. I've seen a bunch of states for the first time. I will never forget that. He's extremely talented songwriter, and his name is Tom Vandenavent. I know it's a long name, but that's why I put it on the screen there for you guys. Check out his music, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. He's got a ton of great albums. Here is one of his originals called Ghost in the Graveyard. Enjoy.
There's a moment of doubt and all that we do. Is a man still a man as he lies there with you? There are so many places I've seen on the run What it all adds up to is, Lord, what have we done? A man is just a beaten down, worn out little boy. A woman's just a girl, lost her innocent joy. So if you're gonna come to see me, I'll leave out the lights. We'll play ghost in the graveyard all through the night. Well, that old lonesome could have killed you. I think I understand. Not the reasons I left, but how the blood stained the sand. And I hope they all forgive me for what I went through. All this aimlessly wandering was aiming for you. A man is just a beaten down, worn out little boy. A woman is a girl, lost her innocent joy. So if you're gonna come and see me, I'll leave out the lights. We'll play ghost in the graveyard all through the night. I know how it's gonna be, can never be the same. This valley always floods after 40 days of rain. But it really doesn't matter, 'cause sins wash away. And we'll sit down together and laugh again someday. A man is just a beaten down, worn out little boy. A woman just a girl, lost her innocent joy. So if you're gonna come and see me, I'll leave out the lights. We'll play ghost in the graveyard all through the night.
All right, that's a Ghost in the Graveyard. That's a game we played in the Midwest when we were kids. It's kind of like kick the can.
Very cool. More music for your playlist while you're going on your day trip. So think about where you want to go. Put it down in the comments. Put a couple places down in the comments. I don't care how many places you want to go. Put it down. It's the summertime. It's the time to get out. It's the time that the weather's nice. It's the time the place that parks are open up. I want to go to a national park. I want to go up to Sonora, or I want to go to the Roaring Camp up in the foothills. You know, there's all kinds of different things to do. So check them out and go to Old Town Sacramento. That's a day trip right there. Easy, 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 good stuff. Grab the family, grab some friends, make a good, fun day out of it. All right, that is it for Tuesday in the Morning Routine. Have a great day, everybody. 10:30, we got the exercise. Ooh, we got to get in shape, you know, for going on our day trip. You know, if we're going to do a little hiking. And then we've got 1 o'clock nutrition. Got to pack some snacks and some food for our day trip. Make sure that we're eating healthy on the road. And then we got our Zooms all day long. So have a great Tuesday, everybody. It's warm, so drink water. Be safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.